Hello, welcome. I'll let everyone get situated. Okay, my name is Barbara Rowan. I'm the Senior Division Supervisor for our Senior Center. And if you were by today, you notice we just opened up our brand new building expansion. So we are having a grand opening. You can ask more about that, but that'll be August 12th. So, okay. So we're going to get started. And I want to thank you to participate, but first I'm going to introduce our special World War II veteran guests. John Thomas, please stand. I didn't know he was here. He snuck in on me. Herb Hartoon was in World War II. And then we have Donut Dolly, and we'll be mentioning her later. She's from the American Red Cross during Vietnam. I'm going to, as I mentioned, the committee members who planned this wonderful event, I want you to stand. Bart Clark, Gordy Cloutier, he might be by the plane exhibit. Phil Custodio, he's going to be doing the Pledge of Allegiance in a minute. Amy LeBossonniere, Richard Lash, I saw him, there he is. Mary Malega, and Lois Seddon. Okay, thank you. I want to thank, pardon?
Another World War II veteran right here. Just sit down.
Oh, another World War II veteran.
I had to eat first.
I know you look real familiar. Remind me your name.
Spencer Libby.
Oh, Spencer Libby, stand up. Or raise your hand. I know, I'm making you get up. Shame on me. All right. Awesome.
Did you hear the one about the lady that got on the bus? She gave the driver the transfer. He said, "This is from yesterday." She said, "Now you know how long I've been waiting for the bus."
I love that. You're stealing the show. Shame on you. Okay. I think they left, but the Chief Pontiac Post 377 Honor Guard who did the flag ceremony and the gun salute. Thank you so much. Okay, we have a special guest today to sing the national anthem. Come up, Piper. Piper just graduated from the first grade and is going to the second. Her father is an Afghanistan veteran, Brian. Brian's over there.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we am at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the
did that song for her talent show. I'll hold this. Our next presenter is Phil, who's going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Phil is the editor of the Clarkson News and is an Army veteran from Desert Storm. And he's been on our planning committee for the whole 5 years we've been doing this.
Please join me in the pledge.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Oh, yeah?
Okay, it's now my privilege to introduce Bart Clark. Bart and Diane are longtime residents of Clarkston. He was born in Detroit and joined the Navy in 1967 until he retired in 1993 as a captain of the USS Omaha submarine. Bart was also professor of naval science at U of M. It is my pleasure to introduce Bart. He will do a special presentation on the veterans.
Thank you, Barbara, and thank you to the staff of the Senior Center for organizing and executing this wonderful and I think appropriate event. And thank each and every one of you also for coming out as we celebrate and say thank you to our nation's veterans. July 4, 1776, the Continental Congress signed the Declaration of Independence. That document identified or declared ourselves to be a free nation. If you read it carefully, it also defines the very kernel of the American experience: freedom, justice, the way our country has evolved. But if you think about it, the Declaration of Independence was really only a document. It was words written on a page. We didn't become a free nation until the men of the citizens of this country, in the form of the Continental Army and the colonial militia, went toe-to-toe with the British military machine, battle after battle after battle, until independence was won. In 1789, the Congress defined the current Constitution of the United States of America, and that was ratified by the states in 1789. In 1791, there were 10 amendments added to that Constitution, which we know as the Bill of Rights. Now that Constitution and the Bill of Rights defined the freedoms we enjoy today. They defined our government, they defined the foundation of our laws, they defined the foundation of our society. But once again, if it were only those documents on a paper, it would just be nothing more than words, nothing more than documents. And it has taken the dedication, the courage, and the sacrifice of our military machine, our military veterans, for over 200 years to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution and our way of life and the freedoms we enjoy. We are here today to say thank you for your service to those veterans in our community and around the country who have made the sacrifice, who have stood up for our country, have defended the Constitution, defended our laws, and defended our way of life. So without further ado, I would like to ask the members of the armed services, the veterans of Iraq and Afghanistan, to please stand and be recognized. Anybody from Iraq or Afghanistan? Well, thank you for your service. How about the veterans of Desert Storm? There's one right there. Thank you for your service. Very good, very good. Bosnia, Grenada, Panama, anybody who was involved in the military during those events. Thank you for your service. Vietnam. Anybody from Vietnam? I know there's a bunch of you guys here. Welcome home. And thank you for your service. A little announcement here. On the 18th of July at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Great Lakes Cemetery, there's going to be a real welcome home ceremony for you guys, you veterans of Vietnam. So please go out and attend, and it's open to the public. You're also welcome. So let's welcome these guys home again. How about the Korean War? I know we've got at least one here. There's a couple, there's several. Thank you for your service. How about the Cold War? That'd be me. Anybody else? Cold War? We did our part. And World War II. We have 3 people from World War II. Gentlemen, thank you for your service. You guys are heroes. Any others? Any other veterans that I missed? Okay, well, thank you very much. Please, a grateful nation joins me in saying thank you for your service and thank you for our freedoms. Thank you. Is Charlotte Cooper here? My pleasure now to introduce Charlotte Cooper, the regent of the Clarkson chapter of the Daughters of the American Revolution. Charlotte?
Thank you, Bart. Our country's first veterans were participants in the Revolutionary War, and every woman member of the DAR has a great-grandfather or a great-grandmother, 6th or 7th generations back, who are DAR patriots and participated in gaining our freedom in that war. Currently we have 180,000 members, and many of them have many ancestors who participated in that war. Our society was formed in 1890 with a mission of historic preservation, education, and patriotism. We are now celebrating our 125th birthday, and our mission is historic preservation, education, and patriotism. Over the last 2 years, DAR members have given over 10 million hours of service, and about 3 million of those hours are for veterans and the military. All 52 chapters in Michigan are partners with the Department of Defense for the Vietnam 50th commemoration. My chapter has only one member who is a veteran, but we have family connections. Lindsay has aunts, uncles, 2 grandfathers, a mother, a father, and a brother who is a veteran. If you want to talk to Lindsay about veterans, because she's our chapter chairman, there she is. Rachel is heading to the University of Southern California for a master's degree in social science, and she will work especially with active duty military and with veterans. You might want to talk with Rachel. She'd love to talk with you. Vesta is in charge of sending packages to lunch stall and all in Afghanistan, all over the world, to active duty military. And if you know, she would certainly love to talk to all of you. She is not only a chapter chairman, but a state chairman. Last October, 5 members worked in Detroit at the Stand Down for homeless veterans, and it was a very moving event, and we were exhausted, and it was very educational. We will be doing this again, and we will be hopefully we will have about 1,000 bars of Irish Spring soap to take down there and also to send to our military. The National Society of DAR has designed a special certificate for Vietnam veterans. If you've already picked up your certificate, just wave in the air. Well, you better come by and get it because I'm going to put your name on it and I'm going to sign it. We want to thank you for your service, and this is special from the NSDAR. What else do I have? Oh, we're honored to be included in this veteran celebration, and we look forward to meeting each and every one of you. So come on by and see us. Thank you.
Oh, you get to hear me again. Okay. All right. It's my pleasure to introduce Pat Kittle, who is our Independence Township Supervisor. He's recently taken on a new role as a new president of the Oakland County Treatment Court, and he'll tell you a little bit more about it. But he's going to read the Commemoration of Active Duty Personnel Proclamation.
Thank you, Barbara. Hi, everybody. You know, one of the coolest things about my job as the new supervisor is to get to address some of the best people in Independence Township, and that's all you guys and gals out there. But what makes the job even more fulfilling is to be able to sit here and speak in front of the heroes, those of you who allow us to enjoy the comforts and the safety that this country has to offer. Hats off to each and every one of you. The proclamation, the Independence Fest celebration by the Charter Township of Independence. Today we gather to express our deepest appreciation to those members of our community who have served with honor, courage, and integrity in our nation's armed services. These brave men and women have, by their dedication and service and sacrifice, ensured the safety and security of our great nation. Our nation's veterans have willingly accepted the hardships, separations from loved ones, difficult living condition, and often the horrors of war in the defense of our country. We celebrate their service and thank them for their unselfish contributions. It is altogether fitting and proper that we do so. As we honor our veterans today, it is also appropriate that we pay special tribute to the young men and women from our community who are now serving an active duty in our nation's military. Even as we speak, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen are all on watch on ships, stations, and facilities around the globe. These active duty men and women are the front line of defense in this dangerous and unstable world. As we express our gratitude today to our veterans who so honorably served us in the past, let us also keep our active duty service members foremost in our thoughts and in our prayers. The Charter Township of Independence Board of Trustees do hereby proclaim their heartfelt respect and gratitude to our military veterans and proclaim a special thanks to our active duty military personnel. May God protect you and bring you home safely. Presented this 4th day of July, 2015. Let's give a round of applause to our heroes of the audience. As Barb Rollins said in my introduction, I've been recently asked to act as a president of the board of the Veterans of North Oakland County Treatment Court. This one is kind of a labor of love to me, and you're kind of wondering what in the heck is a Veterans Treatment Court? Well, let me try to explain it this way. I'm willing to bet that each and every one of you knows someone who has served in the military and who is having trouble assimilating back into society after their deployment. Be it a friend, neighbor, family member, I'll wager everyone knows somebody struggling to fit in. Someone who just can't seem to make the right decisions. Someone who is hooked on some coping mechanism to help block the horrors that they've experienced overseas. Someone who has done something to have caught the attention of our local police. Nothing violent or anything, but enough to get them tied up in the court system. Someone who is getting so frustrated with his life that he's questioning whether it's worth it to go on anymore. And this is where the North Oakland County Veterans Treatment Court plays such a critical role. The Veterans Treatment Court provides an alternative to jail and provides a very structured environment and supportive environment to help the veterans get back on the right track. And what makes the Oakland Veterans Court so special are the people. Everyone is a volunteer. There are no paid staff. And the ones who really excel are the mentors. They are all ex-military guys and gals who have struggled, who have turned their lives around, and who are now volunteering to give back to their brothers in arms. The veterans live by this mantra, leave no brother behind. These mentors will often get calls in the middle of the night to rush to assist a veteran in need. Now there are real heroes in my book. So why was I willing to get involved in the Veterans Treatment Court? Well, it's actually pretty simple, and I did it in the memory of my son. My son David served proudly in the U.S. Army 10th Mountain Brigade for 5 years, serving combat tours in both Afghanistan and Iraq. As an officer on the Veterans Board, I have seen firsthand the great work and countless hours some really fantastic professionals have put in to help our veterans in need. I just wish the Oakland Veterans Treatment Court was around when David was struggling. Maybe he would be here standing with me today. So if you want to learn more, and this is kind of a shameless plug, we do have members of the Veterans Court in the Senior Center. They're more than willing to answer any questions that you have. These guys are military veterans themselves and just love what they're doing and giving back. So in closing, I'd like to thank you for your attention, but more importantly, I would like to thank the veterans for their service to our country, and God bless America. So with that, let me turn it back to Barb Rollins. And again, I think we all need to give her a special round of applause for everything that she's done to pull us together today.
I want to thank all the veterans who participated. And this is our 5th year, and we ran out of room in our new building. So that was awesome. We're like trying to find more tables for the Veterans Military Museum. So good problem to have. So if you haven't been there yet, please go to the Military Museum. Everything in there is personal items that belong to the veterans, and that makes it more special. So please do that. I'm going to turn over thanking the sponsors to Amy LeBossonniere, who is our new sponsor and special events coordinator. So without the sponsors, we wouldn't have been able to do what we do for this event.
Thank you, Barb, and thank you everyone for being here today. It is my honor and privilege to stand before you. Thank you so much to all of our veterans. This is something that we've done for several years, and without the support of our community, we would have to do some different things. I'd like to take a moment to thank the people who've donated either goods and services or money for us today. Our platinum level Sportsman's Great Northern Grill has taken care of the lunch today for our veterans. Our gold level, we have American Legion Auxiliary Unit number 63 in Clarkston and Lockwood of Waterford. Our silver level, Independence Village of White Lake, the Clark family, the Print Shop, and West Shore Financial Group. West Shore Financial Group donated the tent where we have next to our military museum. Our bronze sponsors today are All Saints Cemetery, American Legion Post number 63 in Clarkston, American Legion Post number 377 in Clarkston, John Acton, Pat Kittle, Louis E. Wint and Son Funeral Home, and Visiting Angels. I've been doing sponsorships for just about a year now, and one thing I've learned is that Clarkston definitely supports its veterans. Thank you all for being here today, and we wish you all the best.
All right, we're almost done. Then we are still serving lunch till 1:30. I know there was a line out the door, so hopefully that calmed down a little bit. I want to thank all the volunteers who helped us out today. There's so many who helped us in the kitchen, set up the military museum, and they did a wonderful job. I also want to thank my boss, Ken Outworth, the director, and Kelly Heyer, recreation supervisor. She does all the behind the scenes and puts this whole event together. It's amazing. I don't know how she does it. So let's give them a round of applause. So in closing, I just want to say, please, the Military Museum's open till 3. Please stop by. Lunch is till 1:30. And we will have our Toby Keith impersonator, Mike Sugg, on stage at 1:30. So he'll be singing for you. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.